And welcome to ANB Bronze 10 Part 7. So at the end of the last episode, crafted our first legendary EXP farming piece of gear, and we cleared Troll 90 for our first Celestial Transform. What I want to do to start today's video is just take another look at 90 and see how that goes. If it's still a bit too slow, then I'll drop back to 80 for a bit and build up some power into the build, since we're almost at that point. We seem to be zoomed in rather a lot there. I don't know why. This isn't the best rounding up that I've ever done in my life. Paying absolutely no attention whatsoever to what I'm doing. That looks good. We have a nice big blob to work with at least. We can move around. So we are highly dependent on a crit here to make this a fast run. Two minutes on the nose. I will run one more of those, but off camera. Then it will be I'll replace this with a 200% booster to build up the champion levels. That's nice. A couple of 3 hour books. Apprentice robe, so we're going to get some marker titans from those. So one more run of Troll 90 will complete crit damage, and then from there on in, everything's going into power, so we're just going to get stronger and stronger, so things should start moving quicker. How are we for materials? We've got plenty of titans to start crafting gear, but we need essences, so it is a case of farming somewhere between 80 and 90. So we shall meet up again when probably I am ready to craft some more legendary gear. And welcome back. I'm up to champion level 893. I'm just running Troll 90, but very squishy, getting quite a few deaths. As I've mentioned probably in the last video, we've got too much ability rate, so I'm in a position where I have enough materials to replace these arm guards, so I'm going to lose ability rate and replace that with vitality, and as we're going legendary we'll add vitality and crit rating. So here is our arm guards. Hopefully haste, vitality, crit rate and experience. It's a bit late now. A socket would have been really nice. But it's another piece of legendary. It's pushing our toughness up because obviously we've got much better armour than we had there. So let's take a look again at trial 90 and see how that goes. Just make sure we are on 90. It's again deciding, oh, you want to record here's a cave. Ouch, I think a scan is running because this is horrible performance and I'm in an awful position. Let's just clear some of them out and then run away because that charger. This is messy. Right, we're back out in the open. We have a central island to kite them around instead. Dodge those arrows. Get out the way of the charger. Not the best beam in the world. There weren't many mobs to hit with it. They're all walking at snail's pace. So it's not going to be a fast clear, unfortunately. Let's see how our Talisman of Power does. What I did was cancel the Frost Beam just before the Talisman of Power finished so I could make use of it during the thermal shock. So we didn't get a crit, but we got a nice chunk of Kara's health anyway. I'll just leave this one running. So that is one of the slower runs that I've had, but at least I survived. So I'm just going to carry on farming 90 for now. I am trying to push up synergy as well, so some of these lower level skills are getting upgraded. At 110, which we can actually do now. How long's that? 3 minutes. I'll leave that running. So at 110 I'll get a little bit more attack speed, so that's going to add to the stacks of frostburn that we get off the frost beam. So I will carry on farming and we'll meet up again later. I've decided I want to replace this bracer now. What I've noticed, we've got 5.2 hits per second. In effect that's 5 hits per second, except with Frostbeam where we'll get 52 stacks of Frostfire. And we do have too much ability rating still, so if I was to remove those I would drop to 5.1 hits per second. That's still 5 hits per second in reality. I'm losing 1 stack of Frostburn from my Frostbeam, which isn't going to make much of a difference. Our ability rate still in a good position. So I could replace the haste and ability rate with crit rating and vitality, and then frost damage and experience. So crit rating and vitality, frost damage, experience, and this should improve the build a bit, and we get a better item as well, so that's good. Let's just see what that So it's more damage, more toughness, we lose a bit of ability rate, so that's why it's saying our recovery goes down, but we get more experience as well. So definitely taking that. What I am going to do, it's quite late at night, I have 20 minutes on these skills to cook, so I shall let those finish. I can do a bunch of 5s to 6s instantly with these, which will push our synergy up, and then overnight I can cook one of these or 3 of these 7s to 8s. That will be an 18-hour update, so one to leave whilst sleeping and doing other stuff during the day. So that will push us up over 120 synergy, so that will give us a little bit more vitality, and it will throw in a small bit of ability rate back into what we've just taken out. So that is the plan. I will be sleeping and then continuing with this episode tomorrow, so we'll see you again shortly. And welcome back. I've had Frost Nova Endurance and Fleet Footed. They're nearly finished upgrading to level 8. Once those are done, the plan is all of these level 6 skills will get upgraded to level 7. That will get us up to Synergy 130, a bit more attack speed, slightly more vitality, a little bit more ability rate. To help push the toughness up a bit, I have added an armour enchantment to the gloves. It's a cheap and easy one to do. Ideally I want to get this toughness up around 400,000, so we can farm Troll 100, and that'll be good enough for clearing 110 as well. We could do 110 with 250. Just with smaller pools to reduce the risk of death. So it is a case of farming Troll 90. Let's do the first of the day on camera, so it'll probably go horribly wrong. This is the warm-up run. We have Lost Souls as a daily quest as well, so things have got little blue circles around them to say that they're quest mobs. I've probably pulled enough. Let's work our way back around. I think I've pulled enough. I don't think I have actually. That's fine, we've got a large part of the map to go explore. Let's go do that now. So it was just a bunch of elites, but that will help fill up that progress bar. Wait for the swords, now we can beam. So the Kara fights are rather slow. I want to craft a new staff next. A couple of reasons for that. One is more damage, and the other is I think it will be a level 74 or higher item. Wow, we're slow. I'm not bothered about the slow runs. There's no way on earth I'm going to get through. What have we got? 9 hours in 3 days. So I'll be happy just farming slowly at this level for a bit and getting some champion levels. We're only aiming for 110, and then we'll take it from there. So I shall turn in that. It gets us a bit more gold. I'm just wondering, is it haste ability rates, experience and crit rating? How far off are we on an igneous? Crit rating, haste, ability rate, experience. 100,000. Wow. Where are we on lessers? I can get 13, 15 of them. That gets that covered. Let's see if we can do that the cheaper way. Want all of those. 320 of those, and we can convert up into greater essence. We can get 15 of these. Why did I come out the menu? Enchanted leather is going to set us back a small amount. Our silver ornaments a small amount. We can afford this. So I think 74. Now watch me get proven completely and utterly wrong. Oh, there we are. My pen and paper method still works. So that is a much better weapon to be running with. So that is going to help. Get rid of that thing now. As far as our crit rating, we're up to almost 37%, so we've still got it to add into several other items. Looking good. So I will pause the video. I'm just going to be farming Troll 90, getting some experience and some materials, and we'll probably meet back up when I'm ready to craft the next item. So see you again shortly. And welcome back. The addition of that weapon has made a big difference to Troll 90. Getting close to 90-second runs now on that, which is good. I think we're in a position where we can now craft legendary shoulder pads, so haste ability rate, experience and crit rating. If I had to guess, the next 4 crafts will be 2 72s, a 73 and a 75, and I think it's going to be a 73 this time out, so let's see. It says waiting. It's a 72, but we've got a socket, so that's good. Definitely a 73 next then. Wow, a lot of perfect stats. Thank you very much, game. In which case, I'm wondering, what have we got on our belt? Haste, experience, frost damage. Unique, frost fire, frost damage. Where is it? Down there. We've got 100,000. How are our materials? I can make 10. Let's make that one. Let's make 10 of those. Now we only need to convert 1, which is 10,000 gold, which means we've got enough. Okay, so do we get the 73 with this one? We shall see. And a socket. There's our 73. So things are slightly out of whack. I think I've got a 72 and a 75 as the next two crafts, but those will be a way off because we now need to farm more materials. Good news is with two sockets I can definitely improve armour. In fact, I will update armour into both of those. I did want to put vitality in. Actually, can we? I've just realised I don't need to be saving these. What I want to do is add 100 vitality to a ring via an enchantment, and I was thinking I'm going to need 20 radiance, but I've got them sat elsewhere ready for that. So my brain temporarily forgot about things that I had set aside for later. So 300,000 toughness, we're getting closer to where we can go and sit up at Troll 100 and be quite comfortable. What does that do to us overall? Almost 40% crit rating now. This is good. Haste rating's back up to 5.2 because we've hit 130 synergy, and at 130 we got that extra 1% attack speed. So where I took haste out of these bracers earlier, getting up the synergy has added back in what I lost when I took that out. So overall a net gain. So should we take one more look at Troll 90 together? See how it goes. Given that they're always slow when I record, and it seems to throw me in a cave yet again for recording. Oops, didn't want to run through there. Need to drag everything over this way for now. If I hang around there, that will give me an escape route up this side. And let's not stand underneath that, just in case. Why did the character just run forward there? If anyone can explain. Now if this is a crit, she's dead. And there we are. So we're getting good runs with a crit on Kara. She's down in 1 with those. So that's how things are looking with her. Been getting some okay drops, plenty of set items, so we've got quite a few Marker Titans sat behind us now. Something else for later that dropped, Carnival Cape, awful stats, but it will do for gold farming, which is probably where I'm going to spend most of the rest of this event once we've hit 110. Depending on where I get the toughness to, we may go and look at 120, I don't know yet, but 110 is the sole aim, and I'll make a semi-decent gold farming set and try and take a load of gold back to the main account. So that is that, I'm not sure how long we've spent on this session, so I need to go and check the timings of videos. There's potentially a wrap up to stick in, but I'll be back again very soon. And welcome back. I haven't really been sharing how I've been deciding when I'm going to craft new gear. Basically what I'm doing is running 10 trolls, saving up all the drops, and then we do a mass salvage, see what we get, and see if that's enough to craft the next item. I need 14 greater essences, but we've got 56 essences there, so I can convert those up to make the missing ones, because I want to craft a regalia helm. I'm going to lose from the existing epic this ability rate. Reason for that is that we've been crafting legendaries, this has crept up a bit high again, so I will replace the ability rate with vitality, and because we're going legendary we want the crit rating in there, so I can convert essences up to greater essence to make the shortfall. I'm hoping this is a 72, we've got a 72 and a 75, and I'm rather hoping that the 75 I can save for replacing this, so that we don't lose a level there. Either way, a 72 and a 75 for the next two crafts will be better than what we've got. The question is, do I want to do 75 instead on the weapon? So that's a dilemma for me. Let's hope this is 72. $71. Blimey. I wasn't expecting that one out. It's marginally better. 44.5, 44.4. But it does give us the crit rating. It gives us slightly more haste, and it gives us that missing vitality. Our toughness is looking much better, so with one more vitality stat somewhere, whichever one actually down here, I don't know. Actually we've got the ring and possibly chest enchantment, which will push that into a value where I'll be happy to be farming Troll 100. But speaking of Troll 100, let's take a look and see how that goes. I'm assuming it's unlocked, yes. Yeah, overall our toughness is okay, as long as I'm not stupid with the way that I play, then we'll be able to survive quite a few hits. So let's try and round up the map and see what we get. It's just 400,000 lets you be quite lazy, which is what I prefer. I'm not expecting any problems with damage. No, we don't have any damage issues. So let's just loop around and play with these for a bit. Some health from those orbs on the floor. Get out of there. I did was used Vortex to move the minion into the where I was going to be moving for the beam, so I wouldn't have to worry about trying to reposition it then. That wasn't too bad then, it was under 2 minutes, so potentially I could start farming Troll 100. We've got a balance now of 15 glory. I would need to clear 120 if I wanted to equip a second trinket, assuming I was approaching this as a new player that come into the event with no glory whatsoever. We're not going to run 120 just yet. How does that 15 champion levels, that's quite nice. Our stats, power is going up all the time, this is good. Our haste 5.2, very nice. Crit ratings over 40% now, perfect. Crit damage is more than adequate for where we are. Our frost damage has improved to almost 70%. Vitality, I'll push this up another couple of hundred via enchantments. Armour is almost 82%, that's spot on where I like it. Life on hit, perfectly adequate for EXP farming. Ability rate, nice where it is. 3,430 experience, so not too bad. Not outstandingly brilliant, but not terrible. So overall the character's in a very good spot as we end this episode. So good thing about running Troll 100 is that we're going to be guaranteed 1 hour books, so it's going to help on synergy. So perhaps I can think about synergy 150 and another 1% attack speed bonus before we go and run 110 for the final Celestial Transform. But the good news is I won't need to spend any gems for XP boosters now. Those with the half hour that we've got here is going to give us another 2 hours. So yeah, we'll have a decent number of champion levels behind us too at the end of that. Any questions or comments, feel free to ask down below, and as always, thank you very much for watching.